Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another math lesson with Mr. Hopkins. Today we're in the second section of Unit 3 and we're solving inequalities. We will use the same rules that apply to solving equations. We'll always add a couple more as we go through it. So let's get started. The inverse operations up here, they are the same as when we solve equations. We learned about greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, greater than, and less than in the previous lessons. So let's get right after it right down here. It says solve each inequality and graph. So to get x by itself, let's get rid of whatever's not attached to it by using inverse operations. So instead of adding 9, we need to subtract 9. So x is less than 6. And then we graph it. We all remember how to graph. We put 6 in the middle of the number line. And it's an open circle because it's not equal to. And I shade to the left. Remember, as long as the variable comes first, I can shade in the direction the sign is pointing. Okay, the next one, to get d by itself, add 3. Just bring the sign down. Negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3. Sometimes the signed numbers can be tricky with a negative, so use a calculator if you need. Negative 3 is in the middle. I do have arrows on my number line. Negative 2 is on that side. Negative 4 is on this side. Once again, open circle. And this time I'll shade to the right. N. To get n by itself, add 0.4. (1.1) greater than or equal to n. I can leave it like that, but I really don't like it. I would like you to flip it. And when I flip it, see how the pointy end of the sign faces the n? Make sure it stays that way. When I flip it, I'm flipping everything. And this time when I graph it, these are terrible straight lines. I'm sorry. I think it's got to catch up here. Let's erase this. It's going to be a closed circle this time because it's equal to. There's a chance it's equal to. And I'm going to shade to the left. Okay, the last one on the top here. To get f by itself, subtract 1/4. So 3 minus 1/4. Remember, you have a calculator, so let's use it. Some of us might be able to do that in our head. So 3 minus 0.25 is 2.75. And if you want to keep that as a decimal, that's fine. open circle, to the right. Okay, if you multiply or divide, this is a biggie. This is brand new with inequalities. We didn't have to do this with equations, just inequalities. But if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, then I need to flip that symbol. I need to flip the inequality. Let's keep that in mind. So right now, to save some time, let's not graph these ones. Let's just go ahead and solve them. We're going to divide both sides by 4. We know this, right? 4 is being multiplied to k, so the opposite is divide. So k is greater than or equal to 6. Great. This next one, negative 50 is less than or equal to 5q. To get q by itself, let's divide by 5. I knew that was going to do that. It's awful slow this morning. Divide both sides by 5. I get negative 10 is less than q, but I want to flip that. So q is greater than negative 10. Okay, this next one. To get g by itself, divide both sides by 3/4 because it's being multiplied. But when I divide by a fraction, it's the same as when I multiply by its reciprocal. So they would reduce diagonally. I have g less than or equal to, well, let's see, 3 goes into 27 9 times. I think I froze up a little bit. So what I said was 3 goes into 27 9 times. So I have negative 9 times 4 left over. So g is less than or equal to negative 36. Okay, 1 to go. 72 is greater than negative 8x. To get x by itself, we have to divide by negative 8. But this time, 72 divided by negative 8 is negative 9. However, I'm going to flip that sign because of this new rule. When you divide both sides by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality symbol. And then I'm going to flip it again because I want the variable to come first. So we flipped it good. So that is today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and practice with the practice problems. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Good luck.